On May 25, 2012, an anonymous package arrived at the headquarters of Canada's Conservative Party. Inside was a severed human foot. Days later, a hand was mailed to the Liberal Party offices. Police would soon uncover one of the most disturbing crimes in Canadian history, one that involved a narcissistic killer, internet notoriety, and a global manhunt. This is the true story of Luca Magnotta. Luca Rocco Magnotta was born Eric Clinton Kirk Newman on July 24, 1982, in Ontario, Canada. Raised in a turbulent household, his parents divorced when he was young. His mother was described as overprotective and paranoid, and his father was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Magnotta himself would later be diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and narcissistic traits. Before committing murder, Magnotta was a failed model and adult film actor. He created dozens of fake online personas, spreading rumors about his own fame. He faked relationships with celebrities, doctored photos, and ran sock puppet accounts to write about himself on forums. In 2010, animal rights groups began investigating videos of a man torturing kittens. One infamous video, "One Boy, Two Kittens," showed someone suffocating kittens in a vacuum-sealed bag. Though anonymous, internet sleuths began tracking the suspect's identity, believing it to be Magnotta. Despite this, law enforcement made no arrest. Magnotta would later escalate his actions dramatically. On May 24, 2012, Chinese international student Jun Lin, age 33, was last seen alive. Security footage showed him entering Magnotta's apartment in Montreal that evening. Hours later, a video titled "One Lunatic, One Ice Pick" surfaced on a Gore website. It depicted a man tied to a bed, stabbed repeatedly with an ice pick and knife, dismembered, and sexually assaulted post-mortem. A song from American Psycho played in the background. The video was real and horrifying. Jun Lin's body was cut into pieces. His torso was discovered in a suitcase outside Magnotta's apartment. The foot and hand were mailed to political parties in Ottawa. Other body parts were sent to 2 Vancouver schools. His head wasn't found until July 1 in a Montreal park. Once the video was confirmed authentic, Magnotta fled Canada. He flew to Paris under an alias just before police issued a warrant for his arrest. Interpol issued a red notice. From Paris, Magnotta traveled to Berlin, Germany. On June 4, 2012, he was apprehended in a Berlin internet cafe. He had been reading news articles about himself when police arrived. Magnotta didn't resist arrest. He gave a fake name, but authorities quickly confirmed his identity via fingerprints. Magnotta was extradited to Canada and charged with first-degree murder, committing an indignity to a body, publishing obscene materials, mailing indecent materials, and criminal harassment. His trial began in September 2014. Magnotta admitted to the killing but pleaded not guilty, citing mental illness. His defense argued he suffered from schizophrenia and was in a psychotic state. Prosecutors, however, painted a picture of premeditated murder. They showed evidence that Magnotta had researched necrophilia, mailed body parts to embarrass the government, and intentionally recorded the murder for infamy. On December 23, 2014, Luca Magnotta was found guilty on all charges. He received a mandatory life sentence with no chance of parole for 25 years. The case shocked not just Canada, but the world. It raised questions about the role of internet communities in tracking criminals, the failures in stopping Magnotta sooner, and the dangers of internet fame-obsessed individuals. Jun Lin's family released a heartbreaking statement about their son's kindness and aspirations. He had come to Canada to build a better future and instead became the victim of a man obsessed with attention and cruelty. Magnotta remains incarcerated at the Archambault Institution in Quebec. Luca Magnotta was not just a killer, he was a manipulator, a predator of the digital age, and a man who wanted to be famous at any cost. His story is a chilling reminder of how far delusion and narcissism can go unchecked.